Just when you thought that cars were going to become boring electrical appliances on wheels, along comes Subaru with the best WRX in years. This is the TS Spec B, and it is awesome. Hello, you're watching Four Wheels in the Seat. My name's Alex Dalrymple. You found your way to my channel where I review new cars every week for people who might be looking to buy a new car, don't know which one to get. Although if you're watching this particular video, I think you have an idea of what you're about to see. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, the notification bell. If you enjoy the video, please give me a like. So I have, of course, reviewed the WRX before. You can check out my latest one just up there. It was around about 2 years ago. Externally, not much has changed, but here in the TS Spec B, of course, we get all of the nice little STI bits and pieces, and this car just looks amazing. Starting with the adaptive LED headlights up at the front here. It's a really good look from those. Shiny grille with a big Subi badge. Don't forget, of course, the all-important air scoop up on top of the bonnet here. Moving around to the side here, 19-inch alloys finished in a nice matte grey that actually does a good job of hiding brake dust. Underneath that, you'll see some, what would you call that, gold or orange-coloured Brembo brakes. Textured plastic here draws a bit of a mixed reaction. Jason, who's helping me out today, doesn't particularly like it. I think it's a good look, but he did raise the point that after about 5 years or so, this plastic can go just a little bit weird. And that plastic trim continues all along the bottom of the car here. No sunroof in this car, but of course it's hard to miss this giant wing here at the back. Wow, it's big. It's so big, in fact, that when you're checking your blind spot while you're driving, you can often think that there is a car right next to you, and you have a second look and go, no, 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 it's just the wing. Obviously, you'd have to be driving at a fair amount of speed for this to actually be functional, but it does look good. Symmetrical all-wheel drive badge here, of course, down low, quad exhausts. I think the look from the back of this car is actually one of its best angles. I really like these rear light clusters with the crab claw style design here. Under the boot, well, not a huge amount of space. It's a pretty narrow opening, but it is quite deep. So look, if you need to carry stuff, you can, but look, to be honest, people are not buying this car for its practicality, they're buying it for fun. So not only is it a lot of fun to drive, as you'll soon see, it looks pretty damn good. Under the bonnet, we get the standard WRX engine, which is a 2.4 litre four-cylinder turbo boxer engine that outputs 202 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters of torque power, going to all four wheels via a 6-speed manual transmission. Fuel economy clocks in at a not so great 10.4 litres per 100 kilometers. And if you're an enthusiastic driver, well, you're just going to get a lot more than that. And the 0 to 100 time is around about 6 seconds. This car gets the standard Subaru 11-inch touchscreen, which runs their Starlink software. I'm quite a fan of this system actually, because it's very easy to use. It has nice big colorful graphics, and yeah, it does look like a child's iPad maybe, but it actually makes it really easy to use when you're driving, since pretty much all the functionality for the car is run through this system. The only physical buttons are just a few to change the temperature, which you can do on the go quite easily without having to go into the touchscreen, but most of the climate controls work through here too. Wireless Apple CarPlay works pretty well. We've got a 10-speaker Harman Kardon sound system with subwoofer. Makes a pretty nice noise. There are a few quirks about Subaru's interior though. For example, there's no wireless phone charging, but we do get a CD player in the center console bin. I don't know who in 2025 will be buying this car who still uses CDs. That's a little bit strange to me. USB-A, USB-C, and external audio input here too. This is a Gen Z anti-theft device. It's called a gear stick, and it's connected to something called a manual transmission, where you actually have to shift gears yourself. The car won't do it for you. And if you're scared to try it, well, I think you just need to do it, because it's not that frightening and not that hard to learn really. And you will enjoy your driving a lot more. Big handbrake here too, has a really nice feel to it, cup holders. Still no head-up display in this car. We get the row of LEDs that flash on when you're veering out of the lane or the car thinks you're about to collide with another object. I would love a head-up display in this car. That's again another thing that Subaru could improve on. One thing they have improved on though in the previous model is that this car now has a full digital instrument cluster with 3 very unique displays, and one of them mimics the old Subaru WRX STI design of old, which is actually kind of nice. Or you can also have full screen maps, which looks a little more contemporary. The steering wheel is leather wrapped, a standard Subaru unit, so there's a lot of buttons and a lot of controls on here. It takes a little while to get used to them. There's some additional controls here just behind the wheel that you can play with as well. And yeah, the seats, as I mentioned, are Recaro sporting buckets, so you're held in very comfortably. There's electric adjustment. Seats are heated as well. No lumbar support, unfortunately, but the seating position nice and low in the cabin, loads of headroom. It feels sporty, and yeah, this is a really nice cabin to sit in. Although this is not a full STI WRX, there are a number of STI badges. Can you find them all? STI, 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 Brembo. The back seat has actually a little more legroom than I thought it would. Behind my own seating position, 190 centimeters tall, plenty of room between my knees and the back of the seat in front of me. Not very much headroom for me though, unfortunately. Now look, I'm told that I'm a slightly awkward shape. I've actually, in the course of doing this channel, found out that I have a longer than average torso. So that means that sometimes I don't fit into cars as easily as other people do. So yeah, my head touching the roof here. Armrest with cup holders. The seats here are heated, and there is also another USB-A and USB-C port. So if you've got the kids on a family road trip, if your driving is not making them sick, they'll be quite comfortable here in the back seat. I really like the noise this car makes. I mean, yeah, it doesn't pop or crackle, but it just has this nice kind of throaty burble to it. Very satisfying and completely real. There's nothing fake about the sound in this car. Is the Subaru WRX a turn-back car, a car so good looking that you have to turn back and look at it after you parked it? Yeah, absolutely, especially in this signature pearl blue color. I think it's a stunning car, and even with the ridiculously large wing on the back, it doesn't ruin it. It does make it turn more heads though, without a doubt. It does kind of have that sort of boy racer kind of look to it. It's not quite as over the top as the older Honda Civic Type R. That was really nuts. This is kind of almost that, but a little bit more refined. So while we're driving through the tunnel, now is a good time to talk about drive modes. There are a few: comfort, normal, sport, sport plus, and individual, which allows you to adjust various aspects of the drivetrain, like the sensitivity of the engine, the steering, the suspension. You can adjust those between normal, comfort, and sport, and it does make a noticeable difference. For me, I'm happy in individual mode with everything set to sport, except maybe the suspension, which I have on normal, just because when you run into a pothole, it can be a little bit jarring if it's on its firmest setting. And probably unnecessary to be that firm when you're not on the track anyway. The manual transmission has a really nice notchy feel to it. The clutch does have it's a long clutch. It's got to travel a little way before it kind of kicks in. You most notice that when you're going from first to second. After that, it gets a little more forgiving. The throws on the gear shifter are a little bit longer than they are in the Honda Type R, but they still feel pretty good. So this feels like really authentic driving. It's the way that driving was, I think, imagined to be back when they invented the automobile. That might not technically be true, but it kind of feels like this is what the intention would be. And Subaru have kind of gone, you know what? We're just going to give you a great car to drive. It doesn't need all of the bells and whistles that you get in some modern cars, like wireless phone charging, rear parking sensors, a head-up display. Instead, you've got a CD player and some flashing LEDs at the front. That spoiler is so big that it looks like there's a car there in your blind spot whenever you check it. Kind of got to do a double take. Normally being stuck in traffic in a manual is a pain when you're in the city, but you know what, in this it's actually not too bad. I'm not minding it. Could have something to do with the sound. 0 to 100 in the Subaru WRX is 6 seconds, according to the official stats. I'm going to see what that's like with my best manual driving capabilities, which are not terrific. Well, I don't know how quick that was, but it was a lot of fun, and it makes a really nice noise. It's got that sort of supercharger whine kind of noise, even though this car isn't supercharged. It has all the authentic sound effects. Seriously, people who don't drive a manual are just missing out. This is too much fun. I don't think I could ever get bored of this. Its road handling is next level. It just hugs the road beautifully. There's no wheel slip or wheel spin. It just feels so well planted to the road. You actually feel very safe driving this car. It's not unpredictable. So that is the Subaru WRX TS Spec B. Yes, it is not a full STI car, but it is tuned by STI, and there are enough callbacks to that car to bring back some fond memories. So if you want to bring some of the racetrack into your life, into your daily commute, then this car is definitely worth checking out.